welcome to an episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason in one of the most unique towns on Route 66 in its whole entirety. I am in Oatman, Arizona, and there are some markers here, but this is one of those towns. It's like a ghost town, but not really. I mean, people do live here. It's got the look and feel of an abandoned Wild West town. There's a lot of touristy shops here and a very historic building, which I'll show you, and lots more to see. So come with me. I will take you on a little journey here in this 0.3 mile stretch of Oatman. Here we go. And this is the town where donkeys, or in Spanish, they're burros, they freely roam around, so you definitely gotta be careful. I mean, they're harmless, well, to an extent, but they want you to feed them. All right, so here is the marker as you come in from westbound. Oatman, Arizona, elevation 2,700 feet. Oatman was founded about 1906. By 1931, the area's mines had produced over 1.8 million ounces of gold. By the mid-1930s, the boom was over, and in 1942, the last remaining mines were closed as non-essential to the war effort. World War II, that is. So burros first came to Oatman with the early day prospectors. The animals were also used inside the mines for hauling rock and ore. Outside the mines, burros were used for hauling water and supplies. As the mines closed and people moved away, the burros were released into the surrounding hills. The burros you meet today in Oatman, while descendants of domestic work animals, are themselves wild. They will bite and kick. Please keep a safe distance from them. Wild burros are protected by federal law from capturing, injury, or harassment. Help protect these living symbols of the Old West. Now, I drove through this town before I parked my car, or rental car, and I saw one on Sickreeves Pass, you know, that windy road I was just on. But I've yet to see them in this town, but they'll be here. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a little tour of this. That is Oatman Post Office. Plenty of souvenirs are waiting to be bought here, and as well as many food. This place is called Outlaw Willie's. Who knows? Willie Nelson may have been here. But a famous person, or a famous couple, spent their honeymoon here, and I'll show you where that building is. It's actually right over there. Oh man. Antiques, moccasins, Jackass Junction. Wow. Memorabilia collectors will sure be in heaven. Here's a little mural that was painted here. Oatman, Arizona. Population in 1918, not 2018, 5,000, 1968, 50. Death of American Dollar, How the West Was Lost. Wow. So in case you're wondering how this town got its name, Oatman, well, ironically, a few months ago, I was in a town called La Harpe, Illinois, and that was where the Oatman family originally was, and then they fled, and I took a picture of a historical marker there. I'll show it to you on here briefly. So this is the story of Olive Ann Oatman, who lived from 1837 to 1903. Olive was an Indian captive and lecturer. She was daughter of Royce and Mary Ann, was born in Illinois in September 1837 or 1839. In 1850, the family joined a wagon train bound for the part of the Colorado River now in Southern California. But the train split several times until the Oatmans and their 7 children were left to travel alone. On February 18th, 1851, Apaches attacked them on the Gila River in Arizona. Olive and her sister Mary were captured, their brother Lorenzo left for dead, and the rest of the family massacred. The girls were held as slaves for a year at a village near the site of modern Congress, Arizona, then sold to a Mojave chief near Needles, California, after a march of several hundred miles. Olive and Mary's chins were marked with blue cactus tattoos to proclaim their status as slaves, and they were forced to forage for their own food. In a subsequent year of drought, Mary died of starvation and abuse. Olive, who often feared death, for the Mojaves threatened her whenever whites were nearby or when the tribe went to war. But she did live to write her memoirs. It doesn't say on here. She later reunited with her brother Lorenzo. And that is a picture of her, and there were tattoos like right there. Now around noon, they usually have like staged gunfights here in this town. Okay. And those are burro droppings. The bucktooth burro. Here's some more information about a burro there. Yeah, I think I'll go inside Fast Fanny's place. Now this is cute. This is obviously a joke, I believe. The Great Oatman Bed Races. So you basically put your mattress right there and a tractor will pull it. Just over there is Route 66 roadside attraction. I do not know if Hampton Hotels originally did a marker here, but that one is a reproduction by the Route 66 Association of Arizona. But it says here, gold mining ghost town. This turn of the century gold mining camp was on the original road through the Black Mountains and eventually became Route 66. Burros came with the miners and still roam the streets today. While I'm up here, I might as well just give you a little pan shot of Oatman so far. Shooting gallery. Still have yet to see a burro. I'm afraid if I get my wish, I'll be seeing too many of them. This is an old safe. Okay, well, I'm gonna go in just briefly. And looks like just nothing but old storage. What's this? An 1897 jail punishment. Ooh. Well, if you did anything wrong, you'd be trapped in here. Oh man, more hidden stuff, I tell you. And here's a marker right here, Arizona Hotel. You are staying on the site of what used to be the Arizona Hotel. In 1915, it was one of 7 hotels that existed in Oatman during the early years. Hotel had 45 rooms and numerous baths. All right, so I see my first burro. Wow. Something I don't see every day, I'll put it to you that way. But that's what makes this whole town unique. Now, a friend of mine who has done Route 66, he recommended that I go to Kingman Walmart and buy carrots, but they do sell burro food here. And ladies, if you carry purses, be very careful because burros, they do go through bags when you're not looking. Just saying. They also have an Oatman Historic Jail and Museum. That, I believe, is the jail. Oh, more t-shirts to buy. Oh my gosh. That over there is the Oatman Hotel, also known as the Durlin. And that right there is a burro, of course. But I'm gonna go in. Now I'm inside the old Durlin Hotel, or Oatman Hotel. It says on here, our hotel is the oldest 2-story adobe building in Mojave County and is registered with the National Historical Society, built in 1902. It has hosted many a miner, movie star, and statesperson. It has been one of the social meeting places for past and present residents of Oatman. Clark Gable and Carol Lombard spent their honeymoon upstairs, March 18th, 1939. They frequently returned to Oatman because they enjoyed the solitude, and Clark played cards with the miners. Governor Rose Mofford of Arizona came to Oatman because she said, "I simply love Oatman." So this is actually a restaurant, which I hope to eat at later today. And then I'm going to go inside the honeymoon suite, which is also a gift shop. This here is a souvenir shop, but obviously is not open because it's barred. But this is where one of Hollywood's most respected couples spent their honeymoon. This is room 15, and this is where they stayed. I'm sure it was mostly restored to what it looked like, but like the record player and the bed. And one thing I forgot to mention is this place is allegedly haunted. In fact, you can also, there have been lots of reports saying you can hear giggling of the two inside this hotel, but so yeah, I'm just going by what I said, or going by what I heard, I mean. This is a copy of their marriage license. Now, Clark Gable, I'm sure you've heard of him. I mean, he was in Gone with the Wind, It Happened One Night, and among many other movies. And Carol Lombard was in plenty of them. She was in what they called screwball comedies. And My Man Godfrey, I like that movie. It's in public domain if you want to watch it on YouTube or somewhere, or download it. They fell in love in 1936, a leap year, at the full-dress white Mayfair ball for all of Hollywood society. Well, unfortunately, Carol Lombard's life was tragically cut short when she was 33 years old. She died while trying to sell war bonds as the United States was entering World War II. And Clark Gable, he was obviously very depressed. I mean, he blamed himself for her death repeatedly because different reasons. He probably felt like he should have been on the plane with her, or she wouldn't have taken the plane if he was along with her on the journey to sell war bonds. But of course, that's all in the past. But he later remarried 2 times, but his 4th wife, well, see, Lombard was actually Clark's 3rd wife, but his 4th wife was like, I can't live in Lombard's shadow. No way. But Gable passed away in 1960, and his first child was born after his death. So yeah, very interesting and tragic Hollywood history for you. So this whole dollar bill thing goes back to when miners, when they didn't have a lot of money, you know, they pretty much put their dollar bills in the ceiling or the walls to claim it so they can pay off their drinking debts. Check this out. It is raining dollar bills, or it looks like it. Wow. Over here is kind of a historical headboard. It talks about a lot of pop culture connections to Oatman. In addition to Clark Gable, it says here the movie Foxfire was filmed close to here. Also, the 1959 movie Edge of Eternity. Several scenes near Oatman include high-speed car chases on the narrow Sitgreaves Pass Highway, which I just drove on. Not surprisingly, How the West Was Won was filmed here. That's a good movie. I mean, it's a little long, but it's definitely a classic. Got an all-star cast. The AMC TV show Hell on Wheels also had some scenes here. Talks more about Olive Oatman. A little picture of the Oatman Theater, and then also Jackie Coogan, and who is a child actor, but he also was mostly known as Uncle Fester on the Addams Family. But he did come here, but he came to Oatman and performed here. Very interesting stuff. I mean, like I said, I mean, this town is, I mean, I could spend all day in this town just walking around, and if I had plenty of money in my pocket, I would definitely catch up on some souvenirs. This pretty much is where it all ends. Saving your ass. Nice. So yeah, and then you just go down to Topak and just go back on the road from there. Thanks so much for tuning into this Route 66 episode. I am just at the eastern edge of Oatman, Arizona. So hope you enjoyed this episode, and I tried to get as much as I could of this small town. But hey, woohoo! I am Jason, sign off.